It's in beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Here we go now for sure. There's all on everything. Field
Here, Dyrus just too strong though. With that goal over the Ash slow, chasing down, saying this is going to go down. Hot shot, we're going to chase him well. But this is going to be
really nice job to back out without taking any rocket shots there. He was caught out in the open. He lands a great reel off to the side. The second one as well.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to IPL 5 here at Las Vegas, Nevada at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. And guys, if you are out there playing the game, enjoying awesome Shootmania stuff, please join the audience here and watch the craziness that's about to unfold. So I implore you, please just come over here, sit down, and watch Fnatic versus Dignitas, a match older than time itself. I don't know if it's that old, but it's
that
still
old?
Well, maybe. I'm not too sure. But guys, I'm Golden Boy FTW. I'll be your commentator for this event alongside. Actually, I'm his commentator. Let me correct that. I'm his co-caster. This man right here needs no introduction. Actually, I'll just say it anyway. It's Ash Joshi. Give a round of applause for this guy, because actually everything that's going on right here wouldn't be because of him. Of course, a big thank you to you. High five once again.
Yay!
I
like getting props and high fives. That's a lot of fun.
You don't give me a lot of props, though.
But I'm the one who brought this guy into the fold.
You hired me.
So cheer for him for my excellent decision in hiring him. Yeah?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah? All right. So, yeah, Golden Boy and I have had a lot of fun today casting. Again, open invitation to everyone out there playing Shootmania at the attendee stations. I see some Royal and Speedball and stuff is still going on. You guys are going to miss an amazing finals if you don't just finish that game up and walk over here. This is going to be a pretty awesome Fnatic raid call versus Dignitas. My predictions on target practice, maybe we need to bring up that VOD where I was just 100% certain this was going to happen. But, you know, Third Coast, Monomaniac Esport, played some amazing games. Do Not Jump in the semifinals, played some great games. And, they gave it their best. But Fnatic and Dignitas are here at the end. Only one team gets to move into group play tomorrow. The other team gets to hang out in Vegas for a day or two.
Which isn't really a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not awful, but they paid for it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the other thing. And of course, they will get that coveted position in group play, which will pretty much just guarantee them prize money right away.
Yep.
So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. This is a very important spot in the tournament. And to be honest with you, these two teams are actually more than capable of probably winning the whole thing, too.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're very, very capable teams indeed. And what's going to be our first map, Josh?
The first map is actually Castle Crashers. It is a best-of-5 series, and I went ahead and gave them the signal to go ahead and start game 1. So this best-of-5 series is going to determine who gets into group play tomorrow. That's a guaranteed $4,000. Even last place in group play earns that much, and first place in the tournament earns $30,000 for their team in this huge prize pool here at IPL 5. So as soon as the players are ready to go, I think we can begin game 1. Give a cheer if you're excited for the finals of our wild card qualifier. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so of course we have Fnatic versus Dignitas, which we've seen time and time again. It may even happen over at League of Legends, for all we know.
It's possible. Fnatic is tearing it up at League of Legends.
I heard.
Nick Allen came over and told us that. So.
Yeah, so the league guys doing a great job. IPL 5 has been quite a momentous event in my personal opinion. It's my first IPL. So I've had a good time thus far.
First and best?
First and best. Oh, look at you, man. Just throwing it out there. Just like, okay, we're doing this now. No, but yeah, I've had a great time. It has been the best, and I've never been to Las Vegas before, so this has been pretty fun. And of course, I want to give a great shout out to all the viewers at home. One viewer in particular who actually stood up. It's about 6 in the morning there or something like that. That was going to be AJ Penn. I just wanted to thank him, AJ Penn, who stood up. It's like 7 in the morning right now where he's at, and he's staying up to watch Shootmania. So thanks a lot, buddy. As now we're going to have this matchup going underway. It's going to be Dignitas versus Fnatic.
All right, Kawa attacking first for Dignitas, getting us started in this best-of-5 match. Yeah, Castle Crasher is a map that Dignitas said nobody could beat them at. They did, in fact, win the series just now on this same map against Monomaniac. So, yeah, I think they might actually be favored here against Fnatic. This is their sort of home turf. It was randomly selected before we played any of the games today, so just kind of worked out for Dignitas. We'll see if Fnatic is going to be the team able to stop them on the map that they like so much.
Yep, well, here we see here as it's actually going to be a pretty intense situation for Kawa here. You know, having to face off against 3 defenders is not good. And it seems like Kawa just cannot capitalize on the situation. He got put in a pickle there. But there you go. That's going to be that round there already in the books. And I tell you this much, now it's time to see how Yeepee's going to scale off against this Fnatic squad. Great defense overall from both teams. I should actually say, more importantly, Dignitas against that, you know, MME matchup. I have to say that 5 times fast. But yeah, against Monomaniac, it was an intense matchup that was very defensive until certain portions of the game here. But Yeepee actually in a position where, nice shot there actually, as Yeepee manages to capitalize on that situation. Garpy goes down. Now it's going to be a 1v1 as Yeepee takes out Kawa.
So brutal, the 3 lasers there. I actually missed the first 50-meter shot. We were still in the overhead view. I just wasn't expecting him to hit such a long-range shot, but the next 2 fell just like dominoes, and Yeepee gives Fnatic a great lead to start things off here on Castle Crasher. Yeah, the question now comes into play is, you know, what's Garpy's move here? As, you know, obviously he wants to avoid getting hit with those, you know, prediction rockets. And look at that, playing the right side fence. That was actually a really good position there. But never mind, he's going to sit down. 19-meter hit there from Garpy to close that one. It's going to be a 2v1. Lacame and Yeepee are going to be the last 2 alive here. And I can only imagine that there's going to be some defenders hanging out over by either the pole or they're going to be playing the laser pad. But, you know, we're going to see what happens here. Saw one on the pad there. So,
I was right.
If Garpy saw it too, then he'll be aware that there's a free shot to take over there. So far, though, only able to eliminate strengths, and time is running out. The goal's going to be open in just a moment. There's still 2 defenders standing over by the goal. Garpy really needs to pick off one if he's going to have a chance at capping it. Here we go. Only 8 seconds left. He's going to make a run for it. Can he land the laser, or will he just get the goal? He does capture the goal with a nice effort there in the first attacking round for Garpy.
Sometimes that's all you really need to do, man. Just get into the goal and just stay there. You know, it gets into that pressure-filled situation for the defender where they kind of rush their shots and they spam way too much, and then they end up costing their team that that round there, which didn't necessarily happen in that situation, but you could definitely see the pressure was on the guys from Fnatic there. Now it's going to be Strengths, the Quake Pro, who is a legend in the game, and he is going to be on the attack here for Fnatic RC.
All right, so he used the tunnels to actually circumvent that very forward defensive stance from Dignitas, and lands all 3 lasers in a matter of seconds. Very impressive attacking round from Strengths. Strengths actually said after the match with, was it Monomaniac that they, no.
Do Not Jump. Yeah,
their match with Do Not Jump, he said, I had a really good defensive round on the castle. He had something like 14 rockets, but no attacking round. He said, I want that attacking round. So I would guess he found it here against Dignitas.
Nice stuff as Zacubus going to be attacking for Dignitas. And, you know, I only expect the best out of Strengths. You're seeing that right side being played here as Zach's going to make his attention put onto this one here. He's able to nail the shot, but he does trade, though. And this is going to be a sticky situation that he's in because they know exactly where he is. You can see the rockets flooding through the archways there, and Zach has to drop back and be smart with this one as his attack is very important here. These next few seconds are going to be critical for him.
Very nice shot there from Zacubus. Only 1 defender standing, 2 armor left. It's going to, you know, all go down at the goal as it usually does. That's a free shot. You never stop moving, Lacame. That was, he gave that one away. That's rough. Good job by Zacubus, of course, for taking advantage of it. We can see you, he says. you're not fully clothed by the goal there. That was interesting. Lacame attacking now, though. He's going to try and make up for that little bit of a blunder in this attacking round.
Yeah, let's see what he could do. Obviously, you know, that was not what he wanted in that one. I guess he thought his body was more covered than what it was, but you never stop moving in that situation, especially with the attacker right in front of you. He just stood still. And he was like, wait a minute, is he really staying still right there?
Yeah,
and
you could tell he like scratched his head. There was kind of a half second there where he's like, is he really
lagging? I don't get it. So
DC?
All right, here Lacame now is going to have 1 armor left as there's going to be 2 defenders now for the guys of Dignitas, and Lacame needs to nail at least 1 more shot to kind of make this one even, but never mind there. Nice stuff by Zacubus to end that. And if you take a look here, it's going to be even across the board with you know, 2 attack rounds for each team. So this is a pretty intense matchup to open it up for the finals of this wildcard qualifier.
All right, Kawa attacking in now. We've got, of course, Strength, CP, and Lakame posting up at their defensive positions. And Kawa is just inching forward. It looks like he did get a glimpse of a defender over on the left side, took a long shot at him and did not connect, but he's got an idea of where those other defenders are. Another laser shot coming down from the pad means that's going to give away Strength's position.
Oh, wow.
Strength's switching the script a little bit, just running straight at him, lands 2 rockets. Very nice there, but Lakame does go down. Kawa still survives with a single armor. Can he turn this around after losing those 2 armors very quickly? No Strength's. Finishes him off. There's 6 defensive rockets and an attacking round for Strengths. This is shaping up to be a very good map for him.
Yeah, you know, while you were talking about that he had that great defensive game prior against Do Not Jump, this time around he's kind of being a jack of all trades in this situation. So UP now up to bat for Fnatic RC. Let's see what he can do now. Of course, he wants to try and expand that lead, and you're trying to see them take that shot to be able to hit that long-range shot. It happens sometime, but not in this case here, as UP is just going to play this one slow and try and see if he can pick someone off early.
All right, Yeepy still peeking around, trying to play safe. Looks like Dignitas is posted up in the same exact spots we saw them last game, not giving up on that strat. And now you can see, rush. Once an armor is gone, they just swim like piranha toward the blood and devour the corpse of Yeepy. Okay, that was a little graphic.
That was very graphic.
It was kind of graphic. This game doesn't even have blood in it, so
yeah, it's a very
I apologize for that. But Garpy.
It's like the blood and the carnage.
Yeah, blood and piranhas and carcasses and man.
And look at Garpy here, actually taking this one. Yeah, they get dark real fast. Garpy taking this one slow now, and oh, look at the spin for the crowd. That was for you guys. As Garpy now trying to see if he can measure the lay of the land here and get a feel for where his opponents are going to be. Seems like the guys from Fnatic are playing back, but never mind. Pressure from the right side, as that's going to be Yeepy there with 2 rockets landed, and he could have closed that one out there, but not able to do it in that situation. It seems as if 13 seconds on the clock before that goal becomes live, then an extra 15 seconds is added. Pretty much that gives the attacker the opportunity to cap the goal. So right now he's playing the game of survival here and wants to pick off at least one defender at this time, which he misses the shot, which is very uncharacteristic of Garpy here, as he is going to get taken out there by Strengths with that last shot. Nice stuff there indeed. 5-4 is the count, and Fnatic Strengths going to be the one up to bat here. And Strengths, you know, we had mentioned it before. I saw someone in the chat even mention Quake Legend. Yep. So this guy has a reputation, it seems. You know, of course, I come from a different background, but I'm learning a lot about all these great players. And I tell you, man, I'm very impressed so far just by the amount of talent that each player that participated in this wildcard qualifier and even in this event have.
Wow, look at all those rocket jukes. Eventually does get pegged by Zacubus, and there on the side by Garpy. Garpy landing the last shot as well. A lot of
pressure.
We've got a 5-5 score right now. These teams are very evenly matched, but we knew that. These guys have played before in our online qualifier even, so this is basically a rematch for these guys from, you know, about 6 weeks ago when they played online. Obviously, some of the strategies have changed. Even the game has changed a little bit. Defenders now get a little bit more stamina than they did back then. That little bar on the bottom right, which allows them to jump and sprints. Defenders actually have slightly more since the last time these guys played on our stream at least, but that was a great rocket and the trade. Yeepy goes down, you know, worth his fight there. 2 armor removed from Zacubus. Now Strengths and Lakame can basically hang back, play it safe, and just try to peg him with a prediction shot. And there it is. Lakame finishes off Zacubus. 6-5 right now for Fnatic, but these attacking rounds all tied up at 2 apiece are really what you got to pay attention to in Elite. You must win by 2 in this game mode, and the attacking rounds are what allow you to do that.
Yep, and Lakame now, you know, one of the things that I've noticed here with Fnatic, or I should say with the defense in general from both teams, is that they're playing super, super aggressive. Whether it's like Strengths popping around a corner and being able to pick off 2, or whether it's like all the guys from Dignitas just like playing forward like they are right now. We're seeing a new defensive strategy come up here. It's not the same like we're used to seeing in our North American qualifiers where everyone played back. It almost seemed as if they've learned new things about this map to take advantage of it. And Lakame now is actually going to be at 1 armor here. He is able to nail that 1 hit there. It's going to be Zacubus going down. Now it's going to be a 1v2. And he's going to creep around the corner, taking out another one there. That was actually going to be Kawa going down to that shot. And it's going to be a 1v1 Garpy versus Lakame. And there's going to be a few seconds, and never mind, sit down, son, as Lakame wins the turn. Nice work indeed. Fnatic RC looking good.
it's getting close to that point, map point to be specific. We'll see if Kawa can actually tie things up here. You know, earlier it was kind of eye for an eye, attack, 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 attack. But now Lakame breaking a trend of defensive rounds. We'll see if Kawa is going to be able to answer for that. Yeepy hanging off over to the right side. You can see some rockets being spammed towards Kawa. Position. Yeah, it's really good. I do like the defensive positions that Dignitas is using, but that's not a bad one either. You usually end with a trade because you have vision of the attacker. You know exactly when he's going to be coming around the corner. If you're quick enough on the trigger, you can get a trade at worst. So Kawa down to 2 armor, has not picked off anyone from Fnatic, and Strengths just hops down, double tap to end the round. 9 defensive rockets for Strengths and that important attacking round puts them at an 8-5 advantage. Yeepy attacking now could put away game 1 with a successful attacking round.
All right, what we're going to see here is Yeepy now might be able to end this right away. But, you know, the one thing to keep in mind for this round here is, you know, the pressure is not really on Yeepy as much as it, you know, could have been because of his teammate, you know, of course, coming up clutch. That was going to be Lakame. Now, the question here is, what is Yeepy's approach? What is he going to do? Oh. And he does get behind the guys from Dignitas here. This is actually going to be big because now he's actually going to have position on the map. He just needs to be careful, and he needs to be able to nail at least 1 or 2 people. He's going to get picked off 2 times, losing all that armor there. Garby with 2, Zacubus with the 1. And that was a good position, but he really needed to at least nail 1 person. As soon as he came out of that tunnel, he needed to take at least 1 guy from behind there, and he just could not in that situation. Or the defender coming from the right side, either way. But good try nonetheless by Fnatic RC Yeepy.
Yeah, I think he missed some shots there that I would give him, you know, 9 out of 10 times. He got a little bit shaken up after missing those first 2, and then after that, you know, they had closed in around him quickly enough to just shut him down. Garby has to get this attacking round, or game 1 will go to Fnatic. And that's very important in a best-of-5 series where, you know, the winner of the best-of-5 gets a guaranteed 4 grand all the way up to 30 grand, and the loser gets a pat on the back and a thank you very much.
Yeah. And, of course, you know, enjoy Las Vegas pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, that, which, once again, not a bad thing, but especially when you came here on your own dime, you know, these 2 teams are very hungry, and they know that they are very capable of at least going to the final. This itself could have been a match of final proportions here, but Garby gets taken out, and that's it. Fnatic taking game number 1.
All right.
Stuff.
So, yeah, let's go ahead on into the break. Map 2 is going to start here in just a moment as soon as we get that map selection. But break for now, and on the other side, we'll get into game 2 of this very exciting finals for the wildcard qualifier.